All right, guys. So today I'm breaking out one of my new purchases. Kind of waited a while before I broke down and put some bank on this thing. It is a Chapman Lakes knives. They are a fairly small, sort of a custom mid-tech, I guess. Best as I can tell, it's a two-man shop out of central Indiana. They make some really, really beautiful things. Apparently, they started out making various measurement devices. I think it was some sort of lab equipment of some sort. And then they just kind of, it's like, hey, let's see what we can do with knives. And by all accounts, they pretty well crushed it. I originally heard about these guys on Metal Complex. He had great things to say about it, and then I started checking around. I spent some time in Indiana, so I'm kind of, it's like, I mean, these are not my homeboys, but it's I have a connection to Indiana, and if I can support some of the guys out there, I certainly want to do it. And of course, American made. That's always a good thing. So this is the model CLK 2D, which is Chapman Lakes knives, as I say. This is version 2 with a drop point blade. A little bit of fingerprints on there. It is a fingerprint magnet. Comes with a custom made, custom cutout case for it. Magnetic closure out of bamboo, actually. Yeah, some of the specifics about this thing. So I originally, as I say, I heard about it on Metal Complex. And I couldn't bring myself to spring for it. At the time, it was out of what I was comfortable dropping on a knife. Then recently, I actually believe that this was at the most recent Blade Show. And as best as I can tell, this is the one that didn't sell. This was left in the original manufacturers. They took it home with them, I gather. And I caught it on, it's probably Instagram. Something might have flashed on their website or something. I honestly don't remember. And then I checked it out, and it's like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. As I say, I wanted one for a while. So check out. This is one of the things that surprised me when I got it. I mean, I like the design, I like the story behind it, but when I got it and I heard this, it freaking slams open. Oh my God. Yeah, wham. It's insane. So, button lock, of course. This is overall length 8.8 inches. Its blade is 3.69 inches, 125 thousandths stock. There's a flat that runs, maybe 80% of the length of the blade and comes down maybe 50% of the width of the blade. But the hollow ground on this thing is severe and fast and sharp, and this thing is super sharp. It starts out at 125 thousandths, but I didn't measure it, but I can tell you it's freaking thin. It's yeah, I don't, like I say, I did not measure it. Button lock, so I slipped off of there. That's not the knife's fault. That's I got bit last night by a different knife. So it's a little tender still. So yeah, 20 CV blade steel, which is they tell us rock hardened, hardened to on the Rockwell scale to a 61. And I mean, I have no reason not to believe them. The handle is 5.09 inches long. It's 1.37 in width, 0.491 in thickness. The material, and I am so used to doing a frame lock. The material is grade 5 titanium. It is apparently the alloy mixture is 90% titanium, 6% aluminum, and 4% vanadium. So it's a TI6AL4V is the actual, I guess, nomenclature. And I'm getting some patina already on there. I've just been handling it, for off and on, maybe an hour today. Yeah, and it's already picking up. So, hopefully, if you get something in this finish, you're going to like patina, or you're going to like cleaning it off. So this particular one is, I believe this is what they call the brilliant gold. It's golden. It's not actual gold. Brilliant gold in color, with what do they call this? Vibrant blue. You may have seen this as what's the other name that a lot of other companies call it? Well, I don't know. Purple, I guess, is as good as any. Satin finish on the blade. As I say, just a severe hollow point grind. A little bit of I wouldn't call it a harpoon, but I mean it is a drop point, and it's all well done. All the hardware, the pivot, the body screws running through the barrel standoffs, and the belt clip are all T10s. And the action, as I say, is phenomenal. It is the one thing about this is the flipper tab will catch your finger if you're kind of not used to it. So like that. So once you get the hang of it, you just get your finger out of the way there, and of course it hits my other finger. Clearly I have not been playing with this very much, but the point I'm trying to make here is if you just hold this like you normally would, it's gonna snag, catch your finger. It's gonna hit your finger here, and it just won't close. That's all. No biggie. But you just have to adjust to that. There's no real finger choil to speak of, but the way the flipper tab is designed, there's essentially really a notch here, which is designed, which combines the frame and the tab, makes for a great grip. If you need to get out here on the edge of this thing, I mean, personally, I don't see myself ever using this as a hard job kind of a knife, but it's there if you need it. So here you can see that little arch that allows you to lock it in right there. Very nice. It's riding on stainless bearings. I want to say 440C. Yeah, 440C bearings. What else? I think I gave you all the dimensions. It's 4.1 ounces. And there you go. If you get a chance, check these guys out. They really make some just gorgeous stuff. This is not your typical, which is kind of what I'm looking for. Not your typical, it's another gray, titanium, black, titanium, black aluminum kind of a knife. I wanted something a little bit different, and really, really happy with this. So there you go. Chapman Lake Knives. Check them out if you can. Yeah, they make some great stuff. Do a lot. Do customs as well as what I have here, which is what I would call like a mid-tech, I guess. Hopefully they would agree with that. And there you go. Thanks.